All right, we are finishing up Wednesday, so the qualifying round for the 2020 Community Cup is going to finish up tonight. We're going to be in the opening round tomorrow. Damn, it's already Wednesday. I need to take out my trash. What the heck is the deal? I forgot last week. I thought it was the next day, and I missed the trash day, so I definitely got to take trash out tonight. What was I thinking? And so, just want to go through and see how the Kings are doing. So we've got just so everybody knows, if you're new to the channel, is the Kings of Golf. We got Kings of Golf 1. That's our primary clan. We got Kings of Golf 2 and Kings of Golf 3. Kings of Golf 3 is a clan we just started up not too long ago. We're still in the rookie beginner phase, so we got one bag, and we're going to be going to like rookie 2 or 3 and get 2 bags at the end of this tournament. So if you're in a clan and you're having fun and everybody's chatting and you're enjoying your time there, stay with people that you're having fun with. But if you're in a clan and you're not having fun, or you don't have a clan, you're always welcome to Kings Golf. And we focus on rookie. We have a few players that play pro, and we're 100% supportive of them, and we help them out. But we're a rookie. We play anywhere from brand new rookie to advanced rookie, and we don't care. We don't discriminate against anybody. If you want to play, we're more than happy to have you. We just want to have fun and help each other out, and everybody. Our whole goal is, and my whole goal, everybody has. I spend so much time doing the videos and stuff that I think and for my teammates that are watching, it's not that I'm ignoring. I spend a lot of time doing the video, so I don't do in the chat. I do the chat, the team chat, and we also have Messenger, and we chat as a team, and we got a Facebook page, and so we share a bunch of stuff with each other, and everybody's helping everybody out. It's not just me; everybody's helping everybody out. And what I like about it is that we're all coming out. Some of us are coming out it the same way, and some people are coming out different ways. And if we find something better because somebody else is doing it, we're switching, and we're just trying to help each other out and have a lot of fun. That's what this whole game is about, is being around a bunch of people that aren't judging you and just having fun and playing and having friends around the world. And that's what's so cool about it. That's right now, as far as that, and that's what we're doing outside of what's in Golf Clash. Golf Clash has a ton of things they should be doing with these clans, but we're trying to make the most of it, and we're having fun while we're doing it. So let's go in and check the clans out real quick. Before I switch accounts, I want to make sure I participate in my Prism chest today. See what my options are, and see what I got here. The Amazon, the Razor, and the Nirvana. I've got all of, except for my Grizzly, I have all of my epics, my rares in this account to level 8. And if you really look at where the rares go from level 8 to level 9, other than your like Tour 3 stuff like the Extra Mile, Big Dog, those two, I'm working on my Hornet, trying to get my Hornet to level 9 because it gets 100% accurate. And my Grizzly, I'm trying to get to level 8, but I'm not really concerned once they get there. I'm not really concerned about getting to level 9. What they gain from level 8 to level 9 is minute. The only other club other than the Hornet that I would like to get to level 9 is my Guardian, only because it gets a little teeny bit more topspin, and a little bit of topspin on a Guardian is more topspin. I mean, it's a big deal, but I'm working on my epics now. So there's a few epics that I'm not going to work on that I'm not concerned about, but some of those epics, even the lower level ones, like the Grim Reaper that you thought you'd never hear anybody put a Grim Reaper in the bag, when they start getting up there, those clubs become good. So I'm working on my epics. Those rares will grind up. It'll take me a long time to grind those epics up, but if I waited and did it through regular play, it's going to take forever. So I'm popping cards into them every day, and then I'm just working on my rares. So let's see how the team's doing. So let's see where we're at. Let's see how many people we got. We have 16 people. Like I said, this is a brand new clan, so I'm going to write this down. I'm keeping some notes here just so I can do some stat stuff. Clash Hero, 14. That's definitely in. 13, Jaker. Now what we're looking for is minus 13, minus 14. This is like the minimum stuff we're looking for. My goal in my 77 account this is my progression. I wanted to shoot a minus 15 in the opener with an LB tiebreaker. If I got better than a minus 15, that's fine. And if I got a minus 15, that's fine. I like to build up as the week goes on. And then I'm looking for a minus 32 in the opener, and I'm looking for a minus 34 in the weekend. And so I'm trying to ramp it up. I don't want to burn all my luck in one of these rounds. So I like to progress as I go up. I don't like to peak too early. And sometimes when you shoot a monster round, it may be hard to come back and replicate it. You have no place to go but down, and I always want to leave myself a little bit of room to go up. But what we're looking for, what we want to be looking for is minus 13, minus 14. That you could argue which way, and depending on where your clubs are, if you've got lower developed clubs, the minus 13 is probably more realistic if you've got a little bit upper developed clubs. But we want to be shooting for minus 14 as our base score. That's minus 28, and then we can build on that. If you really want to get a banner, we're looking for minus 30, minus 32. I think in a lot of these brackets, it's probably going to take a minus 32 just to get a banner. But it just depends on your bracket. You could be a minus 32. You might be minus 30 in a bracket and win. So once you start, but if you want to be in that lottery right there and in that top 10 to get that, I think it's going to have to start with a 28. You're going to be needing to get a 30 to be top 5, and then it goes from there. So minus 14, this is what we're looking for. That was another dunner. Good job. Captain, minus 13. 88, I qualified my 8. No, I keep thinking 88 is Kyle. He's the Kingz of Golf. He's kind of the admin. He's the guy that does a lot of stuff for us, and Kyle is a great guy, and the 88 account has exactly the same clubs as his main Kyle account. So he plays 88. 88's been passed around like it's like a NASCAR deal. My buddy Scooby's got a win in this account. I've got a couple wins in this account. Kyle's got some bronzes in this account, and so it's almost like one of those NASCAR cars, like the 20, and one guy's won some races in it, and it's got a history, and so that's the deal with the 88 account. And Kyle's running it right now, and he's on the verge of like getting like a bunch of wins in a row. PMAR 13, nice job, PMAR. Black Dragon 14, nice job. Jake minus 12. What did Jake? Okay, let's go. This is Mike D. He's the Kingz of Golf president. This is his practice account, and he had a problem on one. So other than that, it looked like a pretty clean round. GC Muscle minus 12. Where was the issue here? Where was the issue? Is that a clean round? It was the par 4s. So it's the par 4s. It's hole number 2 and hole number 8, those par 4s. You got to pick it up one on either side is the deal. 8 is the easier of the two, depending on the level of your clubs. If you got lower developed clubs, 2 is harder, but it's doable, but it's definitely harder. But 8 is the one. And so if you got lower developed clubs, 8's the one that you really want to work on to make sure that you can dial that in. Not a bad round. Great job. Now my auto account, I qualified today with minus 14. Minus 13 for Elizabeth. Great job, Elizabeth. Excellent. I like to see, I was looking at my statistics for my YouTube channel, and 99% of my YouTube channel, 99.9% of my YouTube channel viewers are male, and I got 0.01 so that are female. And I think, and I want to talk to all you guys out there, if we have female members, be nice to them. The joke thing, as a woman and you're playing there's a lot of guys here, obviously 99.9% of my viewers are male. So, I mean, I'm assuming that a lot of the people that play the game are male. If we've got women in our clans, be really nice to them, because we want to promote, this is an equal thing. It's a game and we can all be good at it. And we don't want to drive them off by doing weird stuff. So thanks for joining, Elizabeth. All right. 13, nice score. 13 there for Andy Hatter. I talked to Andy Hatter the other day. It's the first time we talked, and great score. Robert, minus 11. Where'd you have an issue, Robert? Let's see which holes. Hole number 5. That was the hole. What is hole number 5? I don't even know. If you watch my stuff, I don't know what freaking hole number 5 is. What is hole number 5? Hole number 5 is a par 4. That's that middle par 4, and you can get in trouble there. That is one of those holes that you're going for the eagle and you end up with a par. And so that score right there puts you at 12. And where was the other one? Hole number 2 and 8. Those are the ones, these par 4s. This right here, these par 5s are like, we're all talking about trying to get an Albie, or on these par 4s. This is one of those par 4s that's there's par fives in the game that aren't as hard as this par four as far as distance and all that stuff. But 2 and 8, those are the ones. You got to pick up one of those on each side. Like I said earlier, this is the easier of the two. I find with my extra mile, with my lower level, I kind of used an extra mile level 6 and a Titan, and it was max topspin, and it was about half, maybe max overpower, and I was up there. I think on my 88 account in the qualifying round, I think I was on the green. So it can be done even with lower level stuff. It's a deal. You got to hit it perfect. That's it. You got to hit it perfect. And that was Robert. Excuse me. Robert, minus 11, minus 14 for Marine Boy. Terry, minus 15. Hey, it looks like you were the top. Are you the top guy in here, Terry? Damn, Terry. Minus 12. And what hole do we have here? 2 and 8. Okay, those are the holes. Those are going to be, those par fours are the par fours here. If like for me, looking at trying like where I'm trying to pick stuff up, I want to get all 3 of those par fours, and the middle one being the harder of the 2. But if you can put yourself in the right spot, there's a shot. But 2 and 8, you got to get one of those on each side. And it, like I said, if you've got lower developed stuff, it's harder. So what do we got? We got every single person in here is going to qualify. And so we have 16 people, and we have 16 people playing in the tournament. 16 and 16. I'm going to write that number down. 16 and 16 made the opener. That's what we're talking about. We're looking for, our whole goal is that we don't have any grinding thing. We're looking for participation in the tournament so we can all help each other out and do the whole deal. All right, let's go to Kingz Golf 2 and check it out. Hold on one second. All right, I'm in the Kingz Golf 2, and we are, am I in the right one? Yeah, I'm in the right one. So we're in Professional 3. We're at the top, so we're going to get, after this season, we're definitely going to get promoted into Expert, and that'll get us 4 bags instead of 3, so that's a big deal. We're trying to get all of our accounts up to the Expert. We just need to fill them all up, so we've moved some people around. Some people have moved over to the Kingz Golf 3 to help get it started, so we've got, let's see how many members we have here. We were absolutely full at the end of last season, so we started up the other one. So we got 41 members now. So in Kingz Golf 2, we got 41 members. Let's see how many we get qualified here. Start at the top. Rick's playing in pro. Good job, Rick. Minus 14. Fantastic score, dude. Fantastic. And I mean, think about how good that score was. And that right there is the one that he was the most pissed off about, I'll bet you. That right there. Because this one right here from pro is much harder than this one right here. And I'm sure that that's the one that haunted him. But that's good. That leaves you something to pick up. That leaves you room for improvement. I never like going into the weekend round and I got it all. Like I got all of it. And I've had that happen before where I went into the opening round and I smoked it out in the opening round. And then it just went downhill from there. So you got room for improvement. That is an awesome score, Rick. Very good. Desperado, minus 14. That's definitely going to get in. Play with it. Minus 15. Nice score. It's Mikey, minus 13. Nice score. Patriots, minus 16. Uh-oh. Patriots came in with the minus 16. I write that down. He's got the high score right now. Patriots, 16. And yes, he's a Patriots fan, and so am I, so you can just start hating us right now. Minus 13, Scott. Chip, nice score. GC Zerk, minus 15. Look at the stuff that's in here as a team, helping each other out, looking for these scores. I mean, that's the deal, is like trying to shoot the minimum score and trying to work on that and build it up. And as a team, helping each other out. This is the fun thing about being in a great clan where people are supporting each other and helping each other out, is we're all looking for those scores, because that's what's going to get you up there, give you good finishes. Where we have an issue here on this par 5, that middle par 5 was the minus 13. Good job, Clever. That was a nice. These par 5s can be tricky. You end up in the rough or you end up something on those drives. I mean, the deal is we're all looking for Albie on the par 5s, but we got to remember that it's very easy to end up in a spot of bother. And then you're working so hard to get an Albie. The next thing you know, you get a birdie. It's like on one of those par 4s, you're like, I am sure I'm going to get the eagle. And then you leave with a par. And we've all been there. Minus 13. Good job, Joe. Andy 99. The minus 15. Muscle Up 68. Minus 13. Joe 90. Minus 11. Where we have an issue here on that middle par 4. That's 1. That's 12. And then once again, it's all 2 and 8. 2 and 8 are the ones that are going to, those are the two holes that we have to, like, what we want to do is shoot the minimum score, put ourselves in the right spot, try and pick up shots on all those other holes. But the ones we really want to focus on to get them down, and the ones that like are the tests, like every tournament we have test holes, like if you pass this test, then you can move on. It's 2 and 8. 2 and 8. Darren, minus 14. Good round. The Dazzler, minus 12. Where was the hole 1 and 4? The par threes. Oh, and look at that, was a very nice round. I mean, like, very nice round. 2 and 1 and 4. I'm not sure if you were doing that rough bump on 1, but if you missed it, you might have got caught up in the rough there. But 2 and 4, those par threes, that can be fixed. But 2 and 4, having those down, that's big. You can fix that going into the opening round. Nice job. Curtis, minus 15. Dan Glebitz, minus 14. Nice round. Nice Albie. Nice Albie tiebreaker there. Albie, minus 13. Chip, minus 14. Hitman Can, minus 13. Minus 11. Did that? Well, that was today. So that depends on your bracket whether or not that'll make it in. I'm not sure. I haven't looked to see what's at the bottom. So we'll have to see if that makes it in. And I think in some of them, I think that might. I'm not sure. Depends on where you're at in level, whether you're playing Ricky or how you're playing that. Minus 15. That was guest. 914. Ball Boy. Ball Boy is Scooby's practice account, and that's minus 14. Good job, Scoob. Got an Albie on the last hole. That's awesome. Big Al, minus 12. Where was the issue here? 2 and 8. 2 and 8. Those are the ones. Those are the tests. Mike, minus 15. And you got to remember that what we do, our whole goal right now is to go from the qualifying round to the opening round. And we're continuing to work on our game. And then from the opening round, we just want to make the weekend round and work on our game, because the only score that really counts here is what you get in the weekend round. Just making it to the weekend round is the goal. And then when you get in the weekend round, that's when you got to put it all together. Do Mike? What did Mike have? Minus 15. Brian, minus 12. Where was the problem hole? It was the middle par 5 and hole number 8. Got hole number 2, though. That's great. Hole number 8, that's the one. That one. Too many Dunners, minus 11. Where was our problem here, Dunner? 2, 8, and the middle par 5. So I'm seeing the consistency here is 2, 8, and that middle par 5. I've seen some people those are the 3 holes that people seem to be having issues with. Guest, 11. Where was the issue there? Guest 206. Where was that? 2, 8, 5. Timmy, minus 9. Where was the issue? 2, 5, 8. That par on that par 3, that can be fixed, and those make you sick to your stomach. You get a couple of those, and you will understand. Like if you've watched my videos for a long time, here's the green, here's the cup, here's whatever sand and whatever stuff, and over here is this little teeny rough. It's like hole number 1 here, and you can squeeze on here, and you can increase your odds of getting a hole in one. But anything goes wrong, and you're in the crap, and you're getting a par. What you do on holes, if you've got a par 3 and you're having any problems at all on that par 3, and it's like eating your lunch, you bring out a backspin club, you get up here in front of all of this sand, you put on as much backspin as that club has, and you stick it right at the cup. What are your odds of getting in the cup? Grim. Okay, you can make it, and it does go in, and you're always close. It's like, oh, it's always close, but who cares if it goes in? The whole deal is that birdie, and then keep doing that, and then you can over time start to do other shots on these that may be a little bit riskier. But if you're having any problems on a par 3, bring out a backspin club and stick it right to the cup. A lot of the viewers, if you've been watching for a long time, I mean, I've went through that stage where I've shown everybody, like, hey, let's just go up there, get our birdie, and go home. Let's not be dinking around on this hole, especially holes where you got to use a lot of curl. But this particular one, we can make hole-in-ones on all these par 3s, but it does take a little bit of setup. KW, 459. What was that score? 13. Good score. I'm not good. Minus 12. And you are good. I'm not good. You make the weekend round, that puts you in a big bracket. Probably not. Yeah, they have time. They have time to make it. So, Hova, you still got time. Don't worry about that. You still got time. That it always sucks when you start the round off and you have an issue, but you still got time and you still got plenty of holes to work there. RLP 433, not qualified yet. Kill shot minus 13, nice round. Ray, not qualified yet, not tried yet. They still have time. Carwin, minus 14. Minus 14 for Hazy Guy. Is it J Miz? J Mize? JM Eyes? Okay, I'm butchering it, so put it in the clan chat and I'll get it right. J Mize 3. Minus 9. Where are we at here? Where do we have an issue? 2, 8, 5. Those are issue holes for those are and 3. But 2, 8, and 5, those are the ones that are consistently coming up. Graham, nudge. So how many we got in right now? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 that haven't. 5, 6, 7. Oh, he's there, and I think he's going to get in. So we have 7, maybe 7 people out of 41. So minus 7. So that leaves us what, 34? 34 making the opening round, and possibly more depending on if people jump on. All right, let me switch over to the King's Golf 1 real quick, and we will see what we got going on in the King's Golf. Hold on one second. All right, I'm in the King's Golf 1-1, and I finished up my qualifying round yesterday, and ending up I quit doing that. Ending up at the top of the bracket with minus 15. Good. That's my goal. I wanted to come with a minus 15 with an Albie tiebreaker and try and build up from that spot. Did the goal. Got the offer. Let's go check out the my prism chest here, just in case as I'm going to switch. I got some other stuff I got to go look at, so I want to make sure while I'm in this account tonight, just so I don't forget. Going slow. Sometimes it does this on this prism chest where it'll go slow in the thing, and then when I get out of it, it'll go really fast again. Here we go. Come on. How many times I got to hit you? Let's see which 3 I got here. Spitfire and Nirvana. Now, the Nirvana, in this account, I have several of my rares that aren't to level 8. And I've been working on my Nirvana. I've got it quite a few times and trying to get it to level 8, and I'm super close. But I'm working on epics. Whenever I get epics that are epics that I use, I'm definitely putting cards into them to work on them, because the epics are a process. So it's gonna take a while to get them built up, and you have to work on those epics every time you get one of the ones that you're looking for in the bag. And there's quite a few epics that I'm looking for. There's some I'm not, but I've been dumping as many as I can into my epics. All right, let's go into the clan and check it out. So right now we're 77th. That's a great number. Our typical MO is we move, like we started off at the end of before the first tournament, we were like in 96. And then after the tournament, we went up to like 30th. And then because we're not a grinding clan, so as the week goes on in between tournaments, we'll drop back down. And then when the tournament pops up, like we were in 97, we'll probably pop up into the maybe 20s, and then maybe high 30s, and then low 30s, and then we'll end up staying in an expert 3 and then doing the deal. I think this is about where we're going to end, just because we're primarily a rookie playing clan, and even though we have tons of people that play in tournaments and we have great finishes, once you get up to this point, you're playing against a lot of people that are playing. If you look at the people that are up at the top, how many points they have versus any of the people that are in the top versus how many points we have. What's 28,000 in order to get to the promotion zone, and we're at 16. So we're about where we're at. We're a expert 3 clan, and that's about where we're going to stay. So let's see how many players we got. We got 37. We've moved some people around, so we have room here. In our other clans, there are people who have some secondary accounts, and some people want to stay in the other clans because they are working on their stuff and trying to develop up. But we have room, so if you're interested, you can go to King's Golf 2 and King's Golf 3, and you can join those, and then we can move you around if you're interested in moving up. But like I said earlier in the video, if you're having fun where you're at, we're not trying to poach. We have people in our clans that are also in other clans, and they're in other clans, and they're the president. We're not trying to poach people. We don't want to steal people away from it. If you've got secondary accounts and you're looking for fun, you can bring them here. And if you're not having fun in your clan, leave. Come here. We'll be more than happy to have you. In the hole. Playing in pro. Minus 15. That is fantastic. And once again, just like in the last clan, this hole right here is the one that pissed him off the most. But that is an absolutely fantastic score there. Great, great, great score. And is it hole number? Yep, that's the hole. Hole number 8's the one that irritated him. He's like, oh, I got robbed on that hole. Great round in the hole. Dunner, minus 13. Good round. 77, minus 15. Minus 16. Lynx. Look at that. Lynx has got the minus 16. Lynx, there are players like I consider myself, only because of the way the brackets work. Like if you think of like, hey, you win. If I go through and add up every single tournament I've played in, and you add up all of my finishes all the way down, I've played in every tournament other than the first in this account, other than the first 3. My average finish since the game came out is 9.9. That means I've averaged a top 10 finish. And I had some at the beginning where I was 75th and then working my way up. And I've had a few where I just was on the road and didn't do well or couldn't play or whatever. But overall, 9.9. And the deal is that I'm a good player, but there are players that are in my clan that are much better players than me. And there's a bunch of them. So the scores that we're going to see should be really good. And Lynx, that was nice. Kyle, minus 15 right there. Paw, great job, Kyle. Paw, minus 12. Still a good round here. Which ones? 2 and 8. 2 and 8 I'm seeing the theme. 2 and 8. Flip, minus 14. Got 2 and 8 down. That's the minimum score we're looking for, and you got to pick something up in order to get past that. So that's the score right there. That's our base. That gets us started. So if you can consistently hit the minus 14 and then you can start building on that, that gives you a base. But if you're going out there and you're having to use another pickup, you got a hole in one or you got one of those Albies in order to get you to 14. You want to have a nice clean base, and then you can hold on to all of those extras, and that's what's going to help get you up to the top. Ed, minus 12. I bet you it's a theme. I'll bet you it's 2 and 8. 2, got 8. So where was the other one? It was the mid par 5, and that mid par 5 can eat your lunch. It's one of those deals. It's that drive. If you get that drive wrong, you are in big, big trouble. Deet SD 59, minus 14 with an Albie. Awesome. Hole number 2. That was the issue there. Mike D, our president, minus 16. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to call him afterwards. I'm never going to hear the end of that. We love to give each other crap. That's the whole deal. Mike's a good guy. Laid back, easy going. Jason, let's see what you got here. Minus 60. Oh my gosh, Jason. Oh my gosh. After Mike D. Jason. This is the deal right here. These guys are absolutely smoking it up. On fire. And an Albie. Minus 16 with an Albie. That's awesome. Scooby shot a minus 15. And he got an Albie. Awesome score, Scooby. Awesome. Triple A. Minus 12. Hole number 1, that's fixable. I mean, that's just part of the deal. And hole number 2, those two are both fixable. Hole number 2 is the more concerned than hole number 1. Hole number 1, you definitely don't ever want that stuff to happen. And I am so been burnt by getting that I'm dead set against it. So I understand the deal. Minus 12 for 2-putt dump. Where was your problem? Number 2, that was a problem. That was the hole right there. I put the 13, and that was the eagle pickup. That would be 14. So otherwise, it was an absolutely spotless round, except for hole number 2. And that's the deal there. We're working our butts off to try and get an eagle, and the next thing you know, you get a par. BP 13, minus 14. Nice round. Anux un. I love saying that. Anux un. Makes me feel like I'm talking about the ancient Egyptian gods. Minus 14. Green cheese. Minus 5 when they're working it right now. They're on. So they're on the track. Dropping 2, that's in the 13 range. So if they can pick up 8, pick up the eagle on 8, that's 13. That's a great. That'll be absolutely fine there. Minus 14 Duke. The beginning 2. Minus 14. Minus 15 for Jake Easy. Great round, Jake. You want to talk about how many people in here are overall probably better golfers than me? Jake Easy's one of them too. There's a whole long list of people. Sean, 21-21. Minus 12. Where was the issue? Hole number 5. Hole number 5. That par 4. That was the deal right there. That puts you at the minus 13. Which one? And number 2. See that trend on 2. 2 is probably the big winner tonight for holes that cause people problems. Hole number 2. Right there. Minus 13. Briggsy. Nice. Beanie. Minus 13. Where was Beanie? Hold on. Hole number 2. Keith. Minus 13. Hole number 2. We seeing a trend here? Joe Golf. And if I've got 2 videos up, one for my 99 count in the qualifying round. It's the Golf Clash 2020 Community Cup Rookie Qualifying Round LLC low level clubs. Look at hole number 2. I did it with a Extra Mile 6 and a Titan. And then if you've got upper developed clubs, you can go check out the 77 round and on and one doing the deal. But the shot with the Extra Mile 6 in the 99 account, you can do that with obviously any Extra Mile, and it's going to be just as easy. And I like Tommy. Don't ever get me wrong. I'm never telling and I'm never going to talk bad. He's done a lot of stuff for the community, but one of the things is that on this particular hole number 2, most of the people I see that play that hole, if they're not trying to go around it like I do, almost all of them go underneath the tree. And I am not a fan of going underneath that tree. There's too many things that can go wrong, and you're underneath the tree. If you don't get every single thing right, you can end up saying you get caught up in the rough. Go over the freaking tree. If you got a level 6 Extra Mile and a Titan, you can go over the freaking tree with max topspin and max overpower, and it'll end up on the green. Go watch that video. I mean, that shot is really not that hard, and I personally think that it's safer than trying to hit it underneath the trees. I'm not a fan of hitting underneath the trees. Keith? Did I do you already? Minus 13. Good round. Joe Golf. Minus 15. And Joe is another one of those really good golfers. Every single person in this clan is a great golfer. Minus 13. Galvanize. Or was which one? It was hole number 4, that par 3. Jamie. What is Jamie playing a rookie? Jamie may or may not finish his roundup today. I know exactly where Jamie's at. Jamie's an expert player. He's got great skills, got great clubs, and I know exactly where Jamie's at. I played expert in Masters, and I had the thing going and was on the track, and life took over, and I didn't have enough time to practice, and I didn't want to spend. I saw I was going on that track where it was the same thing as the old game I used to play, where I was spending $400 to $800 a month. And I wanted to limit that down, and I didn't have time to play that stuff. But I fell in love with rookie because you don't have to spend that kind of money, and it doesn't take 30 hours a week in practice just to be good at the expert on the holes. And I totally get where Jamie's at. PMAR 9-9, minus 14, hole number 2, with an Albie on 9. That was a great round. G-Dub minus 13, hole number 8. That was the one. Have a dig bick. You know what you're doing. Hole number 1 for the minus 13, and hole number 9. And that hole number 9, that's a fix. That's the deal. Hole number 1, that's the deal too. But you know how it is on those par 3s. You hate that stuff. Johnny, HHG, had not played. Eddie, minus 12. Hole number 5. Hole number 2. Hole number 2 is the key thing. Ryan Chastity, minus 13. Hole number 2. Great scores, though. Let's see if play not entered yet. Minus 12. Hole number 2. Hole number 6. Those were the 2 right there. But those can be fixed. We're in the qualifying round. Those things can be fixed. The qualifying round I'm still practicing all the way until the end of the opening round. And I really am not ready to play a really good round until the weekend round. Not qualified. So how many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people. So we got 5 that didn't. And how many people did we have in the clan? 37. So that leaves us a net of 28 people that are making the opening round. So that is what I'm talking about. Trying to even though we've got people that we've moved around and have moved to other clans and stuff, and our numbers drop down here, we're still staying in Expert 3 just based off of points in the tournament. So, if, like I said, if you're looking for a clan, you're going to get into a clan that a lot of people are playing, and we're all supporting each other and having a great time. So great effort. I mean, if you watch this video up to this point, and we're talking about, my goal putting out content is to help all of my viewers and all my clanmates hit that minimum score of -13, -14, focusing on this number right here and building up on it. And if you look at those scores as we went through here, we are absolutely on the right track. The clan overall, whether you shot a -12 or a -11, the clan overall with these types of scores and the amount of people that are making that opening round and then trying to build upon it and make it into the weekend round, it's absolutely amazing how good everybody out here is playing. And just keep it up and have fun in the opening round. Take your time, relax, take deep breaths, and continue to work on your game. If you're having a problem on a hole like those par threes, if you're having a problem on a hole and it's like, man, that shot is iffy for me and I'm having a problem, bring out a Guardian, bring out a Saturn, bring out whatever. If it's a wood, bring out a Guardian and stick that sucker on the cut. Bring out the biggest ball you can so you can start off on the green and full backspin and stick it right next to the hole. Your chances of getting a hole-in-one may be diminished, but your chances of getting anything other than a birdie are about 0. So if you have a par 3 that you're having a problem with, just backspin that sucker onto it and move on. Get your birdie and go home. All right. That's where the Kingz Golf are coming into the opening round. And like I said, it's just fantastic how well everybody's doing. And hopefully everybody has a good time. And thanks for watching.